So since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I thought this would be a good excuse to take the opportunity to talk about one of my favorite romance movies, Roman Holiday, first released in 1953. I bought my DVD copy many years ago at Walmart for $5. On the plus side, let me tell you, that price was a total steal. On the downside, that price did make me feel bad for the movie because it tells me that many people today underestimate its charm. The story centers on Princess Anne, played by Audrey Hepburn, as she wraps up her European peace tour in Rome. The strict rules and the stress of her royal position have taken their toll on her, to the point where she finally snaps and runs away in the dead of night. She stumbles upon an American reporter named Joe Bradley, played by Gregory Peck, who has been assigned to interview the princess. Having never seen the princess before, Joe first mistakes her for a petty child looking to find a roof for the night. When he finally does discover who she really is, he decides to secretly humor her for a day, hoping that he can get an exclusive. But as the day goes on, the two begin to bond and develop deep feelings for each other. If I were to sum this movie up in one word, it would probably be enchanting. It just warms my heart and brings a smile to my face every time I watch it. Hepburn looks like she could be a live-action Disney princess, but the real enchantment is her experiences throughout Rome. Seeing the wonders of a city that has stood for thousands of years, experiencing the culture, running from her unnamed country's secret service, and just living life to the fullest even if it's just for a day. You may have noticed that I just said unnamed country just now. They never reveal what country Princess Anne is heir to. That's because Paramount had to make a deal with the British government, promising that there would be no indication that the character was in any relation to the British royal family. But honestly, the movie flows so naturally that I didn't even notice their reluctance to mention the country's name the first few times I've watched it. Another reason why the movie is enchanting is Hepburn and Peck's on-screen chemistry. You really feel their friendship grow throughout the film. One of the most iconic moments of their characters' relationship is the scene at the Mouth of Truth. Peck improvised this fan-favorite moment, leading to Hepburn's reaction being 100% genuine. How can a moment like that not make you smile? Roman Holiday in general is considered a landmark in cinema for two reasons. One is that it marks the official Hollywood debut of Audrey Hepburn. Miss Hepburn has grown an inspirational reputation, not just as an actress, but as a fashion icon and humanitarian as well. Many of today's stars have credited her as one of their key inspirations, including Taylor Swift, Olivia Wilde, Anne Hathaway, and David Tennant. Hepburn is most remembered today for her iconic image in Breakfast at Tiffany's, but Roman Holiday is probably my favorite movie of hers. It's a terrific role for an actress just making her debut. She even won her first Academy Award for the film. Peck, on the other hand, was already an established star when filming on the movie began. His name was planned to be the only top-billing name of the film. However, Peck was impressed by Hepburn's acting abilities and saw a promising future for her. He believed that she was the true star of the film. So he pulled a few strings to get Hepburn's name added next to his, as an equal. Hepburn would later say that it was one of the most generous gestures that anyone had ever done for her.
Dearest Greg, to your generosity, I owe my career.
Even though this is the only film that they starred in together, Peck and Hepburn remained friends for the rest of their lives. In fact, during a cocktail party in London, Peck introduced Hepburn to her first husband, Mel Ferrer. Another performance that I should draw attention to is Eddie Albert as photographer Irving Radovich, whom Joe cuts in on his exclusive scheme. Albert was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for the role. And why shouldn't he have been? Irving is a lovable third wheel. Just like Joe, at first, he's in it for the money and publicity, but by the end of the film has developed a strong friendship with the princess. The second reason why this movie is considered a landmark is because it's one of the very first movies to be shot entirely on location. Paramount did suggest building a set on the studio backlot to save on travel expenses, but director William Wyler wouldn't have it. He knew that no professionally built set piece was going to be able to match the magnificence of the real thing. And he was right. The city of Rome itself is a character in this film, as we watch Princess Anne marvel at the beauty of the Roman Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, and so on. Wyler also wanted the film to be shot in color, but had to change to black and white in order to keep the budget down. Color cameras or film in Italy. The studio wouldn't let Wyler have it both ways. Pick your battles, I guess. The film does take a while to get moving, but once it did, I could see why it became a timeless classic. If you're looking for a new romance movie to watch for a quiet, stay-in Valentine's night, this is one I would recommend. Or better yet, just go watch it, period. You don't need an excuse. I'm going to give Roman Holiday 5 stars. Guys, thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me. And if you like this, you can click here and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.